FTL, Faster Than Light, is a real-time strategy roguelike released by Subset Games in September of 2012. You are a captain of a small Federation ship, and the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. It's your job to get it to them, and it's not going to be easy, though you can pause at any time to think situations out. It'll be your job to make good decisions. Tell your crew what to do and where to go. And to plan out combat strategies to annihilate enemy ships. These tasks aren't going to be easy for you, and you're going to die a lot. But eventually, you'll get the hang of it. Dying doesn't feel too bad. FTL is a fantastic game. A long time ago, a buddy of mine introduced it to me, and I mean a long time ago. I remember I got it on my iPad, and I would sneak it into my room and would stay up very, very late playing FTL. I had literally everything unlocked. All the achievements, all the ships, everything. This is all to say I know quite a lot about FTL, and it falls roughly under the categories for my channel being an older game, which is awfully strange to think about. But I want to share it all with you. So I'm going to make a series of videos regarding FTL, and this one is about Factoids, the creators of the game, and the only way to play, the Advanced Edition. Two guys made this game, Matthew Davis and Justin Ma. They had a whole host of inspirations regarding movies and TV shows. Star Trek was probably their largest, followed by things like Star Wars, Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, and classic video games like Fallout and Star Wars X-Wing, as well as things like Spelunky. And, most interestingly of all, the King Arthur role-playing war game. I don't know much about this, but it could be interesting to look at. Here's what Davis said regarding, well, their core and initial idea for the game. That being, you being a captain on a starship. We wanted a game where we had to manage the crew, fix the engines, reroute power to the shields, target the enemy life support, and then figure out how to repel the boarders that just transported over. And it does this well. It can be a little frantic at times, but, you know, being able to pause really helps. It is difficult, though. They did go on to say that they balanced the game to have a roughly 10% success rate. And honestly, I'd say it's even lower than that, even if you know what you're doing. There is permadeath in this game, but dying doesn't feel too bad. You learn a lot with each failure. How to navigate certain events, what fights you can and cannot win, as well as nifty little strategies that can serve you very well. In any case, one very successful Kickstarter later, they got double what they asked for, I believe overnight, and FTL was made. They made so much money that they were able to put it towards making the game more stable and more optimized, as well as hiring Ben Prunty to make the game's soundtrack. And it is incredible. The FTL soundtrack is, something special. It's very atmospheric, fits the game really well, and the battle themes are connected to the explore themes, so it's a pretty seamless transition in between them. My favorite has to be the Mantis exploration theme. And then the Milky Way battle theme. It's a really tough choice. All of the songs are really nostalgic for me. Having played the game a lot, I've heard them all a lot. And I haven't gotten very tired of any of them. Very good. From what I understand, he still retains full rights to the soundtrack too. And he's selling it in a few different places. If you get the chance, check it out. Or better yet, play the game. With all that leftover Kickstarter money, they set about making the Advanced Edition, which was released for free for anyone who owned the base game. And ooh boy, the Advanced Edition is the only way to play FTL. Or at least the only proper way to play FTL. It adds so much content. It rebalances a lot of the really tough events like the infamous bomb wire cutting event, as well as adding 2 new species, a 3rd version of every ship, 2 new ships, and 2 versions for each ship, new weapons and status effects, mind control, the clone bay, and hacking, as well as the backup battery. They even got Chris Avellone of Planescape Torment and Jedi Knights of the Old Republic 2 fame to come in and help design new events, as well as adding 2 new sectors. He also worked on the original Fallout. Chris Avellone is a super influential guy. Really interesting to see what he was involved with. In any case, the ability to man sensors and doors. This is according to the wiki. I had no idea that they couldn't be manned before the Advanced Edition. But with that, let me introduce this mini-series, FTL. I was going to do one gigantic video about FTL. I love it. But talking to a friend, he suggested that I make a little mini-series. Something more clickable, less intimidating to watch. And that's a brilliant idea, because now I can take my time and go into a little more depth with each part of the game. Mostly the ships, mostly talking about my favorite stuff, but it should be good. And in the next video, we are going to go over the Rebellion, the Federation ships, and humans. So I hope to catch ya in the next one.